Hello and welcome to Tech Tools for Geneabloggers, Series 2, Evernote. Tip 5 today is all about using the web clipper, which allows you to clip images, articles, full pages from old newspapers and any other websites that you've been researching for your ancestors. Let me show you how. When you have your account set up, you can have a look at some of the extended features of Evernote, such as the web clipper, showing here under features. The web clipper is an ideal tool. It just sits on your browser toolbar, and whenever you are browsing in another website, you can choose the web clipper to take a copy of that. And because it's attached to Evernote, it will go straight into your Evernote account to a note or a notebook that you have designated. On this page, you can follow the instructions on how to get the web clipper. I'll leave that for you to do. And then you can go through the process of clipping your web pages, articles, or PDFs and sharing them directly to your Evernote notebooks. Screenshots are also another wonderful thing that Web Clipper can do for you, and you can gather those screenshots from your research on your ancestors using the web clipper. And it helps you to keep all your content organized. That's the main reason for using the web clipper into Evernote. Let's have a look at how that works in my notebooks. We're back here in the notebook for me and my great-great-grandparents on the maternal line. And I'm looking at the note for John Cutting, my great-great-grandfather. And I have the 1841 census transcript already attached. And as I scroll through, I see some interesting information about him and his occupation in that year of 1841. He was the publican at the New Inn Hotel, or pub, in Fifield and Andover, Hampshire. And I was intrigued with that information. So I wondered if there was anything in the old British newspapers about the New Inn or about publicans in general. So I used my trusty Find My Past to do that. Let me share that page. So in Find My Past, I was able to use a search field for newspapers and then another search field to look for this New Inn in Andover. And it came up with 16 articles. They may not be attributed to my ancestor, but they were of interest to me, and I wanted to clip that and store it in my Evernote. So first I had to open up the article itself by clicking on its title, and it then shows you the whole page on that old British newspaper, in this case, the Salisbury and Winchester Journal, 5th of May, 1849, and shows you the article with pertinent words already highlighted. Let's zoom in. And in this case, it's talking about the death of a George Gilmore and the estate of the New Inn in Andover. So it looks like it's after the time that my ancestor was at the New Inn. Nevertheless, it's of interest to me, so I want to clip it. So having my web clipper already on my toolbar, as you can see up here on the right, the little green elephant to remind me of how to use it. just right-click on the article itself and choose the Evernote web clipper, and then select whether you want to clip the image, the full page, the bookmark, or the screenshot. Let's do the screenshot and send it to Evernote. And it will pop up a message on the right-hand side there to say that it's now saving that into Evernote in my notebook. I've designated this plain notebook for where I can clip those articles to. And then I can choose to view it in Evernote. Now that I've sent that web clip to my Evernote, let's have a look at it in my Evernote account. And you'll see here under my notebook are the clips that I have pasted in place. And this is the one that I pasted today about the death of the owner of the New Inn at Andover, Hampshire. So it's sitting there ready for me to look at in detail. So clicking into it will bring it up on the right-hand side. Now, if I want to include that in the details for one of my ancestors, if it was relevant, I can then move that clip to that new location by using the three dots in the top right-hand corner for more actions, and then move, and then select the particular notebook that I want this to go into. Choose that one and move that article to that notebook. Then when I go back to that notebook and wait for a few seconds, it should show up here. There we go. The British Newspaper Archive that I showed you a moment ago is now in this new place in my Evernote. If I want to go to it again later and just check if there's anything else, I can use the link at the top to go back to where it came from. So using the web clipper has some extraordinary power for me to keep note of what I've found, but enable me to find it again. If this particular session has intrigued you in the use of web clipper for Evernote, then you may enjoy some of my other courses in my academy at coachcaroleonline.thinkific.com.